There's a lot of talk in the world, and we don't know what to believe. But we're going to talk about the facts of COVID. COVID, Conspiracies, Nation. Here on Pop City Culture.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You'll never have the sacred stone.
Oh, this you crazy mother. Welcome to the most listened to international podcast around the world. Hakeem and Reggie Brown are two young African-American boys speaking the truth. This is Pop City Culture.
Hey, what's up, everybody? I'm chilling here, my brother, and we're doing Pop City Culture, that's right. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying, because I know what I'm saying. Okay, so this is what's going on. Today we're going to be talking about the COVID stuff. Oh, no, I lost my pen. Yeah, that's right, I got to have a pen now because my brother, he's always trying to one-up me, so I'm going to keep track of what he's saying. Just in case he got something to say, I'm gonna have something to say. So today we're gonna talk conspiracy. I'm gonna write that down. COVID. I'm gonna write that down. That's right. COVID conspiracy. Facts. How about facts? COVID conspiracy facts. That's what the name of this thing is today. COVID conspiracy facts. So here's my brother. Hakeem.
What's up, everybody? Thank you for that interesting introduction, Reggie. So,
well, you're welcome.
Of course, you're all about, I don't know what you're about, but we're going to find out.
I'm about facts, not fiction, bro. That's what I'm about. You got to be talking like that.
So, let's get this show started, and we're going to talk about...
What are we going to talk about?
The COVID thing. Now, we all know that COVID right now is a very, very, very big thing in the United States, as well as across the world. I mean, let's face it, a lot of people are dying from this virus.
A whole lot of people.
And there's a lot of questions that need and want to be answered.
A whole lot of questions.
So, of course, with everybody in the world, we all have our own beliefs as to how it got started, whether or not it's really real, whether or not it's being exaggerated, a whole bunch of stuff like that. So,
yep,
that's what we're going to be talking about today. So, in the United States, as far as the vaccines, let's talk about the vaccines first. There's not yet an authorized or approved vaccine to prevent this coronavirus disease from 2019, so they call it like COVID-19. And with the possibility of a limited supply of one or more COVID-19 vaccines becoming available before the end of 2020.
Say what? Man, that's a long time.
I mean, let's face it. Accurate vaccine information is very critical. Wouldn't you say, Reggie?
Yo, man, of course I think it's critical, man. Don't be starting this stupid stuff again, trying to make me look stupid, because I really don't like that, Now, I'm going to be talking about, I know what you're going to be talking about. I'm going to be talking about the COVID conspiracy and the facts, okay? So, you need to hop on the bandwagon, man. You either get with the program or you get out the program. So, I don't know, are you planning on getting that vaccine? If it becomes available, let's see what you gonna do.
Well, Reggie, I will let you know what I'm going to do at the end of the program, because first I want to explain why I will or will not get it. And then you can like my answer or not like it. But, that's up to you.
Yo, man, I know that's up to me. I didn't need you to tell me something like that, man. You feel like you want to speak for me now?
Well, let's see what's going on, okay?
Okay, yeah, that's right, man. I'm going to say okay now. I'm going to say okay. Because I got the mic. I got the M-I-K-E mic.
Reggie, Mike is spelled M-I-C.
Man, shut up. I spelled the way I want.
So, okay, Reggie. So right now, none of the COVID-19 vaccines currently in development in the United States use live viruses that causes COVID-19. What do you think?
Yo, man, I don't know. I ain't no doctor. What you asking what I think if they, what do I care if they use live stuff or not? I mean, I need to get that shot, man. I get back to my homies back in school. Because sitting around here with you, man, it's driving me nuts, man. I just want to punch you in your face sometime. You know what I'm saying?
Reggie, when some people tell us when they hear you talk on this show, they want to punch you in the face because you're like always interrupting and stuff.
Yo, man, no, I ain't interrupting you, man. Get on with the program. Just shut up, man. What were you saying anyways?
Okay, Reggie, what I was saying was that the vaccines currently in development in the United States use the live virus. Wait a minute, hang on. In the United States, use the live viruses that cause COVID-19. That is not true. Okay, so people thought it did, but it isn't. It's according to this, they don't have a live virus in that vaccine. So, I guess people should feel safe.
Man, they ought to feel safe. Come on, man. These are like businesses or companies. They're out there trying to make some money, make the bucks to do that vaccine. Don't you think?
Because, they're just using other chemicals. So, in any case, there are several different types of vaccines in development, and this is going on all over the world.
Say what?
And however, the goal for each of them is to teach our immune system how to recognize and fight the virus that causes COVID-19. Sometimes the process can cause symptoms.
Yo, man, what kind of symptoms, man? Because I don't want to be throwing up blood and stuff. So you going to tell us what symptoms?
Of course, Reggie. That's why I'm here. I'm going to tell you. But, if you keep interrupting me, I'm really, that's really going to upset me because...
Man, I interrupted
every
you.
time I'm on this show and I'm trying to explain something, you always seem like you want to interrupt me.
Man, no, I don't. You need to shut up. Just get out. Get on with your stupid program. Go on.
So, some of the symptoms, like I was saying before Reggie interrupted me.
Whatever, bro.
You can get a fever. And these symptoms are normal and are a sign that the body is building an immunity. So that means your body's trying to learn how to build that immunity, and it's trying to learn how to fight something like this. I guess the vaccine, according to this, right now, this is just the first fact. No, there is no live virus in the vaccine.
Man, I don't know what's in the vaccine, but whatever, man.
So that's something we definitely need to realize. Next, it typically takes a few weeks for the body to build an immunity after the vaccination. So, right when you get the vaccine, doesn't mean automatically you're going to magically not get the vaccine. Get the virus, because you could be infected. This is just saying it takes a few weeks. Your body literally has to build up an immunity to this stuff.
Man, then if it's going to build up immunity, then why are we taking it? Well, we could just get a mild case and you could still be safe, right?
Okay, listen, Reggie, you're getting a little bit ahead of the gun here. So calm down, and we're going to be talking about that. So the other fact is COVID-19 vaccinations will not cause you to test positive on COVID-19 viral tests.
Yo, man, how you know that? How you know that, huh? How you know that? Or are you just trying to argue?
Reggie, I'm not trying to argue any way or not. I'm just trying to give you the facts. I'm just reading all these facts here. Sounds like you might want to argue.
Yeah, man, I ain't trying to argue. I think you're trying to argue.
Nope, Reggie, I don't think so.
Well, I do.
Well, I don't.
Well, I do.
Well, that's good for you. So anyways, if the body develops an immune response, which is a goal of the vaccination, there's a possibility you may test positive for some of the antibody tests. The antibody test indicates that you had a previous infection and that you may have some levels of protection against the virus. But the experts are currently looking at how COVID-19 vaccinations may affect antibody testing results. So, a lot of people are worried about this because...
Because what? Why are they worried? You gonna let everybody know?
It seems like every day they say more people are testing positive for COVID-19. However, those people could have already been infected and had a mild case of it.
Yo, man, if they're testing positive for the vaccine, it means positive for the COVID-19. What that means is they're going to be sick. Man, stop trying to justify all these testings, man. Just read the facts, okay, man?
Okay, I'm reading the facts. And here's another fact. People who have gotten sick with COVID-19 may still benefit from getting vaccinated. Due to the severe health risks associated with COVID-19 and the facts that the reinfection with COVID-19 is possible, people may be advised to get a COVID-19 vaccine even if they have been sick with COVID-19 before.
So, man, what you saying? They're going to be double vaccinated? Well, that's a good thing, ain't it?
Well, Reggie, sometimes you don't want to over-vaccinate, don't you think?
No, man, I don't know. I don't think so. Come on, give me an explanation. Why do you think that?
Well, Reggie, let's say you're making a cake, okay? And you know how to make the cake, and the cake is going to be asking for certain ingredients, like 1 cup of milk, 1 cup of butter, 1 cup of sugar, 1 cup of flour. Well, let's say you put a double dose of the sugar in it. Is that going to affect how the cake is? That's why people think maybe if it's going to affect the cake, it might affect your DNA. But I'm just saying this isn't me though. I'm just saying what people are probably saying, okay?
Yo, man, I don't care what people are probably saying, man. Get vaccinated, man. I want to get back to school, man. This is ridiculous, man. You know what I'm saying?
No, but let's move on, okay, Reggie?
Yeah, okay, let's move on.
So anyways, at this time, experts do not know how long someone is protected from getting sick again after recovering from COVID-19. That's because the immunity someone gains from having an infection called natural immunity varies from person to person. Some early evidence suggests natural immunity may not last very long.
Well, man, how long is long? Do you have a number? Do you have a number? Is it like a day?
I don't know.
Is it like an hour?
I don't know either.
Is it like a week?
I really got no idea.
Is it like a year?
Come on, I don't know.
Yo, man, why don't you shut up till you get your facts then? It seems like you're just throwing out numbers here, man. You're just trying to confuse everybody. So man, move on again. Man, I want to get to the good stuff. It seems like you just procrastinating.
You mean procrastinating?
No, man, procrastinating. Feed me some grass, so just get on with it, man. Okay, go on.
Okay. So, Reggie, and to our great audience out there, both natural immunity and vaccine-induced immunity are important aspects of COVID-19 that experts are trying to learn more about. Because the CDC, which everybody knows it stands for Center for Disease Control, will keep the public informed
I hope they
as
do.
new evidence becomes available.
That sounds like a good thing,
I'm going to throw out another fact. These are just things that we're reading that people have sent in and we've gotten from the government websites, which explain to us about, facts and not facts. Well, we're also going to talk about the conspiracy. So we want you guys to hang on.
We want everybody to
because,
hang on.
We are moving into the conspiracy section. This is the
yeah.
fact section. But the conspiracy section is going to be coming. I think you guys want to hear this because I know Reggie's got such a big mouth that he wants to say a whole lot of stuff.
Yo, man, you right want to say a lot of stuff, man. It seems like, you just dragging this thing out. I want to get to the real conspiracy stuff, man?
Yeah, man, I know. So, anyways, another fact is getting the vaccine can help prevent getting sick with COVID-19. That is a fact.
Yo, man, I knew that was a fact, man. That's why you want to get the shot, so you don't get it.
Yeah, but Reggie, did you not hear what I said? I mean, you listen to the words I'm saying. Fact, getting vaccinated can help prevent getting sick with COVID-19.
Yo, man, I heard what you said. If you get the vaccine, you won't get sick.
Reggie, are you listening to my words? Listen close. Fact, getting vaccinated can help prevent getting sick with COVID-19.
Yo, man, I don't know what you're trying to say. Just spit it out. What are you trying to say? What do you want me to say? What do you want me to say? What do you want me to say, huh? Say it. Spit out. What do you want me to say?
Okay, so it says getting vaccinated can help. So there isn't like 100% thing there that says 100% you will not get the COVID. So everybody needs to realize this too. But, it depends on what you want to put in your body and stuff like that. So anyways, while many people have COVID-19, have only a mild illness, others may get a severe illness.
Well, that's not good.
Or they may even die.
Oh, man.
There's no way to know how COVID-19 will affect you, even if you're not at increased risk or severe complications. Now, if you get sick, you also may spread the disease to friends, families, and others around you while you are sick.
Man, I'm going to tell you, well, that ain't good because I know a lot of people, they don't want to be spreading that stuff, especially by accident. Who would want to do something like that?
COVID-19 vaccinations help protect you by creating an antibody response without having to experience sickness. But like I said, it helps. It isn't a foolproof thing. It isn't 100%. It isn't like saying you're really thirsty and if you drink a cup of water, you will not be thirsty. It's like taking a sip and saying, well, you just got to deal with it if your thirst is gone. So another fact is receiving an mRNA vaccine will not alter your DNA. A lot of people believe it will alter your DNA.
Yo, man, those are just stupid people, man. They just be watching like sci-fi movies. Ain't no way some serum gonna do that to your body.
Well, I'm just giving you information, Reggie. Okay, I'm just telling you what a lot of people are thinking, and there's more people who think that probably than you in this room. So, like I said, this show's about respect. You got to respect people's opinions, and if that's what they believe, then that's what they believe, just like religion. If they want to believe in certain religions, that's their right, and you don't have the right to down them if they believe any differently. I mean, do you think you're better than everybody else or smarter?
Yo, man, what kind of dumb question is that? Of course I'm smarter.
Reggie, I'm just going to move on.
Okay, you go move on, man. You ain't smart as me.
Okay, Reggie. So anyways, mRNA stands for messenger ribonucleic acid and can most easily be described as instructions for how to make a protein or even just a piece of a protein. mRNA is not able to alter or modify a person's genetic makeup. That's the DNA.
Man, I know what that is.
The mRNA from a COVID vaccine never enters the nucleus of the cell, which is where our DNA are kept. That means the mRNA does not affect or interact with DNA in any way. Instead, COVID-19 vaccines are used to use mRNA work with the body's natural defenses to safely develop protection immunity to diseases. Now, a lot of this stuff you can learn online. You don't have to take our word for it. We always say, if you hear it from us, go online or ask a doctor or your friends. You always want to get a wide amount of information from a lot of places. But I will say, like I said, a lot of people, they really believe that their DNA is going to be altered. So that was just for you, Reggie. That's a little conspiracy thing for you. Now, if that'll keep you happy.
Yo, man, of course it's going to keep me happy. It's about time, man. Jesus,
Yes, I know. So, how do you know which source of COVID-19 vaccination is accurate? Well, like I said, it can be difficult to know which sources of information you can trust. But you can learn more about it. Just look it up online. Find incredible vaccine information. You can go through any search engine. Anyways, the vaccines are in phase 3 of clinical trials. And there's different kinds of vaccines. As of November 24th, 2020, large-scale phase 3 clinical trials are in progress or being planned for 5 COVID-19 vaccines in the United States. Now, they have all these, I can't even pronounce the words because a lot of them are made in different countries. But the ones, we're in the United States. The ones we're going to be using, I believe, is Pfizer COVID-19 vaccination. I guess it stands. Do you feel safe putting something like that in your body? I mean, it's your body. Don't you have the right? Because, people are worried that the government's going to implement something and say it is mandatory that every person in the United States is going to have to get this vaccine.
Yo, man, and they should, man. Yo, man, that's like protecting everybody, I mean, come on, man. Don't you think everybody should be getting vaccinated? Ain't that the smart thing to do?
Well, it's almost like now. Let me just put it this way: if you don't have any say over what happens to your body, what the government can put into your body, what they can inject in your body, then you've lost your right. I mean, don't you think you have the right to say what happens to your body?
Yo, man, not when it affects everybody else.
Well, we could take it to the extreme and talk about abortion. Do women have the right to say what they have to do with their body, or can the government say that's it? Either 1, no more abortions, and you'll have to have the baby, or 2, every baby gets aborted.
Yo, man, you're talking sort of nonsense.
Am I though? Because the bottom line is, if the government can step in anytime they want and say, it is mandatory for you to do this, then what rights do you as an American, a country that was built on the freedom of speech and a lot of just freedom, what kind of rights do we have?
Yo, man, you got a lot of rights, man. You got the right to shut up. So, man, just go on, because I don't like where you take in this conversation.
No, I'm not taking it anywhere. I'm just saying that.
What exactly are you saying?
Imagine this.
Okay, I'm imagining.
Imagine the government says,
yeah,
if you want to go grocery shopping,
I hear you.
At the door, you must show your vaccination card if you want to buy food. If you don't have that card, you can't go into the store and buy food because, let's face it, everybody in the store, thousands of people goes to grocery stores and supermarkets, and they touch every can. They touch every bottle of milk, every roll of toilet paper.
Yeah, that's what they do.
Every CD or movie or computer or keyboard.
Yeah.
But you know what they really touch?
What? What's
All the apples that are sitting out there in the
man,
open.
you gotta take
all
it
the
there.
bananas, the celery, the lettuce,
Oh man, and
mushrooms, everything that is basically in the hands of the consumer. They can touch it, probably sneeze over it if they want by accident. I mean, nobody wants to do it on purpose, but people are going to say they need to be vaccinated in order to come into the store. And the government will say, you want to do some shopping, get vaccinated because you're a risk. You're a health risk to everybody else. Imagine going anywhere and you have to touch the door of a building.
well, they gotta touch them doors
Touch the
now.
door. You got the COVID-19 germ on your hand. You're infecting somebody. Now, could somebody come by and sue you because they said, hey, you had the COVID, you spread it to my loved ones, and they died? So I guess that's the big thing right now. We're going to have to figure out what is important, what rights we want to give up, or what rights do we have. But I can see where the government may be implementing a whole lot of stuff and everything else. But you know what? Now, I mean, that's really going to bring us to this conspiracy part.
It's about time. I've been waiting for
So
this.
right now, there's a widespread belief in conspiracy theories. But I mean, that's just how America, in my opinion, is basically made up. America seems like we are just a conspiracy nation, from UFOs to Bigfoot to viruses. However, some of the conspiracies can be justified. And if you've heard some of our past shows, I mean, I try to give both sides of an issue. And my brother, he doesn't really want to give both sides.
Man, what you talking about? I like to give both sides. Man, you just don't know what you're talking about. You know, I'm the most fairest person there is.
But anyways, I'm going to tell
You
you
go on.
what my brother really wanted to talk about, the conspiracy. So
Yeah, that's right. I want to talk about conspiracy.
it is believed, many people do believe this too. So this is, conspiracy means there's some nefarious,
Yep, that's right.
devious plan that somebody's doing behind
Yep.
closed doors.
Definitely behind closed doors.
So this is one of them. Many people believe that the Chinese government created the coronavirus as a bioweapon.
Yeah, that's a popular belief. I heard that.
A proportion that increased in belief within the last many months.
Yo, man, I don't know where it came from, but who cares, man? We just need to get this virus. I mean, how's that going to affect me with that, huh?
Well, the bottom line is, you want to talk about conspiracy theories. We're talking about conspiracy theories. So you can't have it both ways. You can't 1 minute say you want to hear the conspiracy theories, but the other one you don't want to hear. So maybe you'll like the next one.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe I like the next. Just go to the next one. Anyway.
Okay, so the U.S. Center of Disease Control and Prevention, the CDC, many people believe that they're exaggerating the dangers posed by the virus in order to damage Donald Trump's presidency.
Yo, man, I don't know about that, but I am saying, the bottom line is, CDC, man, they some shady people. In fact, I don't even know why the CDC even got all these diseases. It don't make no sense. What do they exactly do? Do they make diseases? What are they making them for? Anyways, are they gonna throw them out at us someday or something?
Well, Reggie, I don't really know the purpose of the CDC. I don't know what they're up to. I don't know why even they got started. Reggie, you know what? We need to do a show on this because I think people really need to know exactly what the CDC stands for. Actually, because that's a good question. I'm really glad you brought that up.
Yo, man, I brought it up because I'm smart, and you didn't think of it. That's right. Like I said, I am smart. SM.
Don't hurt yourself there, Reggie. Just wait. We're just gonna move on, okay?
Okay, man. Whatever, man.
Okay, so the next conspiracy belief is that the pharma industry, that's the pharmaceuticals industry, created the virus to increase sales of drugs and vaccines.
Yo, man, now, that could be true because I'm going to tell you something right now. It looks to me like, hang on a second, got to turn my papers over. Looks to me like all these pharmaceutical companies, they be making like billions, man. And then what they're going to do, they're going to give the drug away for free? Man, how you going to give a vaccine that helps people away for free? That's like a crack dealer giving away crack to all his customers for free. I mean, I guess sooner or later you're gonna have to buy it, right? Now, what if you need like a booster shot? What's that gonna cost? Like $1 million, huh?
Reggie, ain't nothing gonna cost $1 million. So, why you gotta throw $1 million out there? Nobody's got $1 million, Reggie. So why you even saying $1 million? That doesn't make any sense. Do you even hear yourself? Are you even listening to what you're saying?
Yo, man, I am listening to what I'm saying. It'll cost $1 million if you hit the lottery, right? If you hit the lottery, you're gonna have $1 million.
Reggie, everybody ain't got $1 million, and everybody don't hit the lottery. Are you listening to yourself? What is wrong with you?
Man, nothing's wrong with me. What's wrong with you?
Okay, so anyways, everybody, we're gonna just move right along.
Well, go ahead and move along.
Some people think the vaccine, as we talked about, will alter your DNA to do something that no one knows. And nobody really wants to take that chance.
Yo, man, that vaccine ain't gonna do nothing but make you better. That's what they gonna know. That's all they need to know. Just take the vaccine, stick it in your veins, take the vaccine, and shut up. Because I want to go back to school.
Reggie, you're like, is this how every kid feels? Every kid wants to go back to school? Because I know a lot of kids who don't want to go to school. It seems like you're all about school all of a sudden. You don't even do good in school.
Yo, man, why you gotta say something like that? Why you gotta throw all my business out there? They don't need to know what I'm doing in school. School got basketball, too. They got gym and they got lunch,
Reggie, basketball and lunch isn't really a course thing.
Man, yes it is. It teaches you how to use a plastic knife and a plastic fork, and how to use a tray, and how to stand in line and socialize with people in front of you. And then you take your tray back so you can get that 10 cents for a cookie. And basketball teaches you coordination.
Okay, people, so anyways, another conspiracy theory.
Yo, man, you ignoring me? You ignoring my brilliance?
Reggie, no, I'm just moving on to the conspiracy stuff. So the next conspiracy is the virus was created to scare people to get the vaccine. And they believe that the vaccine is a way to sterilize most of the population of the world within 3 generations.
Yo, man, that'd be some dirty, messed up gangster stuff. But I don't think that vaccine would be doing that. I seriously think they're trying to make a vaccine to help us.
Yeah, Reggie, but you do not hear me. I said people believe that there's something behind it. And we all do know that there are people in the higher ups who feel the world is overpopulated, and this could be a way to weed out the population. So I'm just letting you know what this conspiracy is.
Well, let me take the time out to say thank you very much for letting me know what it is. Thanks.
Another one is that the New World Order was involved in total control of scaring the people into being placent.
Yo, man, I don't even know what placent means. What's that even mean?
Well, it basically means that, remember when they said people need to wear the mask? You got to wear the mask or you're going to kill people. You got to wear the mask or people are going to die. And people were against it. But now everybody's doing it. So it's almost like you're training people to do what you want them to do. And people are like sheep. They just go along with it. That's what the census is. A lot of people believe this. And it's a conspiracy that they want to control what we say, do, act, and what we wear in society. And they're actually doing it. So what do you think about that?
Yo, man, you lost me at the word placent. You still didn't explain what that... I don't even know what that means, man. So just move on. And you know what? Man, you need to use some smaller words because I don't know who you're trying to impress. You ain't impressing me. You're just confusing me.
Reggie, I thought you were smart. I mean, in your brilliance, you just said...
Man, shut up. Just move on.
Okay. So, there's another conspiracy saying the COVID-19 was a way to get rid of money and make the world go cryptocurrency and go plastic. Because people tend to keep their money at home and out of the banks. And give you an example. If somebody kept $200,000 at home under their bed, then the government couldn't tax them on it. But if you get rid of the money, you have to keep your money in a sort of banking system where you will get taxed, where they can tell how much money you have, where it is at all times. And you can't be self-sufficient. So everybody knows your business in the government. In the banking business.
Yo, man, you make that sound like there's something wrong with it, man. You leave your money at home. What if you get a fire and all your money burns? You're out of money, right? So don't you think it's better to get rid of money and keep all that money in the bank?
Reggie, it's not what I think. This is what people think. This is what people are thinking right now. So that's what the thinking is. Do you understand?
I think I do. Yeah, so move on.
Okay, so they believe the COVID was the first step to becoming a socially a
Yo, man,
social
you good? Spit it out, man.
a country with
A country
social.
what?
I don't even know what the word is.
I don't know
what
what
am
you're
I
saying
trying
either.
to say?
What are you trying to say?
A social.
What?
Socialism.
About time.
It's first step of our country becoming socialism, and the politicians are getting to stay in power.
What? You sort of lost me, man. We choking up before.
You know what? We're gonna skip that one. I don't even know where this one's going.
I don't know where it's going either.
But it basically means that politicians want to stay in power for life. They want to have life term limits, and they want to make a socialist country. But I don't really know exactly what that even means.
Yo, man, next time read the stuff before you get it, man. Then you won't be stumbling over your words.
Or maybe next time you could offer me some.
Man, you could bring your own water. Why I gotta give you water for? Ain't you smart enough for that? Jeez, I would have had some.
Okay, Mr. Brilliance, whatever you say. So next, the COVID virus was to make the world kids do homework at home, save money on the educational system, redirecting all the money that would be going to schools and any other manner like that into black budget projects. So that was another conspiracy.
Yo, man, I don't know what it is, man, but I just want to go back to school, man. I gotta eat them lunches. I like them lunches.
Okay, but like I said, the other one was, the vaccines were a way to microchip everyone. Can you imagine putting a microchip in a vaccine? The government can track you, and it's on a nanite level. But I'm not sure if we even have that kind of technology now. Maybe in the future we might have it, but I don't really know. Or maybe there's another way to track people.
Yo, man, there is. If they want to track you, man, they just home in on your phone, man. Everybody's got a phone, don't they? And ain't there a chip on credit cards and stuff? I'm surprised they don't put a chip on student IDs where they can track you that way. But yo, man, who cares if they want to microchip people? Just stick a microchip in somebody. Don't you think that's a good thing? I mean, I'd like to know where I am all the time.
Reggie, you know where you are all the time. You're you, right?
Yo, man, shut up and move on to the next conspiracy thing.
Some people think that the vaccines dumb down people, altering their will to fight and become sheep as they follow the commands of anyone in power.
Yo, man, why you gotta say it like that, man? This ain't no Halloween special.
Well, I just thought I'd do it. Anyways, that's what people think, that the vaccines have a way of dumbing down people. So, what do you think, Reggie? Do you think it has a way of dumbing down people?
No, man, you get dumb if you don't go to school, right?
And how do you argue with that, people, right? How do you argue with that? So, the last one is getting vaccinated was a two-step process. The first step is to infect people. Second step is to add a serum, which is the vaccine. And then somebody says add water, and the people will melt like butter, like in The Wizard of Oz. Come on, now that one's sort of way out there. I don't know why they even have that one in there. That one sort of sounds far-fetched.
Yo, man, that sounds more realistic than anybody else. So I'll go with the last one. That one sounds sort of gangster, man. That's one sounds that nefarious thing you're talking about. Yeah.
So that's it, everybody. And
Yo, man, wait. Now it's time for your words of wisdom, right?
yes, Reggie, it is. So here's the words of wisdom. Nobody knows what the future will bring. Nobody knows what the future is at all. But when it comes to getting a vaccine and putting chemicals inside your body, something that you don't really know what it consists of, it can be a scary thing. Nobody wants to inject themselves with what they call death. People want to be injected with something that they call
I
life.
think they're using the bathroom.
Sorry about that.
Well,
Listen to your bloopers.
I don't make bloopers. If you go in there, can you not turn the fan on? Mama was just in there, and I told her, can she wait like 5 minutes?
Dad, I need to...
We got guests in the studio.
Okay, just don't turn the fan on then.
Who peed on the toilet?
Nobody peed on a toilet.
There's fully piss on this toilet, Dad.
What's your friend Bonbon still doing here? I don't understand why she's here. She knows we're recording and doing
Yo,
stuff
man,
in
I
the
forgot
studio.
she was coming over. We got school, we got school on the computers. Yo, man, she said she had to use the bathroom. What do you want me to do? We only got one
Bonbon,
bathroom
did you
down
spit
here.
on the toilet? Okay, I'm taping.
You know, she did have a good suggestion. If you made a bloopers reel, you know, that just may work into this, but I know how you feel.
Reggie, I told you we're not making a bloopers reel because this is supposed to be real time, and I don't want stuff like that. Let's just start over again, okay? Not just
Okay,
start
man,
out.
then we'll just start over. Okay, here's my brother with his words of wisdom. Take it away.
Okay, now my words of wisdom. Nobody can know what the future brings, and it's very scary not knowing because people really want to know and they want to have control of their life. But above all, people want to know what they have control of when it comes to putting things in their bodies. Nobody wants to put any kind of foreign chemicals, something that they have no idea what it consists of, in their body. There, for many people, is not enough science behind how this vaccine will help us or hurt us. When they say 3% or less of people can be harmed by a vaccine, which is like many vaccines, you would not want to be that 3%. You would not want to be the 3% that could possibly die. So you'd want something that's 100%. But to have a vaccine that has only been in existence for less than a year, that hasn't been tested for years, it's very dangerous. And people are scared. Nobody knows what the future will bring, but they do know one thing. They do know, and they feel that the government has a little bit too much power. Now, what if the government says, in order to go to a store, you must have a vaccine card? In order to travel to another state or to visit your friends, you must have a vaccine card showing you will not infect anybody else. Whose rights are imposed then? Can the government impose their will over our rights? Aren't we, the people, the government? This is something we have to understand. This is something we have to stand for. This is something we have to figure out right now before it gets out of control. We, the people of the United States, have to stand together and band together. But in any case, if you want to inject yourself with a vaccine, that's your right. However, this is America, the land of the free. No one has the right to judge anybody who does not want to get the vaccine. That is not a right anybody should have. As for me, my younger brother asked me if I will get the vaccine. I will have to say no, because I just don't feel safe. I don't feel there's been enough trials and enough tests. And if I had the choice, a choice over my body, it's something I wouldn't want injected in me.
Yo, Hakeem, that was beautiful. Finally, you standing up, and I know where you coming from. However, I'm gonna get the vaccine, so that's on you. Anyways, this brings us to the end of our show, and I'm just gonna say, peace out. If you want to get that vaccine, you do it. I ain't gonna judge you, but here's my brother, because I know my brother, he always gotta have the last word. My brother's like that. He's sort of stupid.
I'm not stupid, but yeah, let's just get to the end of the show. So, I want to wish everybody well, and it's the holiday season. So be kind and affectionate to one another. Remember who you are. Peace. And don't forget to listen to our next podcast next week. We're going to be coming out Sunday nights. So enjoy and love each other. Peace out. Bye.
Yo, man, I can't believe somebody peed on the toilet seat. Man, next time you better lock that front door and make sure nobody comes in here when we trying to do some taping.